coming to you live from the Crypto Cabana. Just wanted to do a quick introductory video, introduce myself, and explain pretty much, I guess, the mission of my videos. I know there's a lot of TA out there, and just random crypto commentary. So I'm not going to be one of those that just says, hey, look at today, we got this resistance level, we got this support, and I think, this level will be good for a day trade. I'm not like that at all. My strategy is more long-term investing, and I do feel that these, some of these cryptos can be very revolutionary going forward. And the key is to try to pick the right ones. I mean, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of these things, and we're trying to gauge, I guess, survivability and which ones we think will be around, 5, 10 years from now, and even further as the revolution unfolds. I guess I should also disclaim this isn't financial advice or anything like that. It's just solely my views on the markets. And pretty much it's, let's see here, January 25th, 2019. So I just wanted to get a starting spot, bookmark. Pretty much we've been in a crypto bear market for, I guess, over a year now. And most of the charts look like this Bitcoin chart here, with the huge run up and then the gradual cascade down, sometimes even more into cascade, just flat out free fall. But anyway, we'll just run through a few of my favorite names here. Once I get more time, we'll check back in and start making more of these on a regular basis. But for right now, I just wanted to go over a few names, pretty much what's in my basket of cryptos right now, ones that I personally think have a shot of sticking around. All of them very well may not be around in 5-10 years, but these are some of the more exciting ones that I do believe have a shot. First, we'll start with Bitcoin. It's pretty much the most obvious. Everything's, pretty much a lot of the price action has just centered around Bitcoin. So whatever Bitcoin does, all these other coins tend to follow suit. You could argue that, maybe in the late innings of the bear market, not, saying, the bounce, straight back up out of bear territory is going to happen anytime soon. But we have been in a bear market for close to a year, or excuse me, well, over a year. And, this could be a prolonged one compared to others. We just don't know. But my approach is to slowly accumulate the cryptos that I do believe will be around for the long term. And Bitcoin is one of the tops of that list. We're at 3,500 right now. We're kind of flagging here on the all-time chart. A lot of the hyperwave theory guys I know are calling for this thing to go back to 1,000. Could very well do so. I don't see, any real semblance of support until at least below 3,000. So it was interesting that we got all the way down here and held right off the 200. I do think that we will eventually break 3,000 and at least get down here to the mid twos. I do have some orders set in here, and you know what, if that's not the bottom, I do believe in this long term, so I'll probably have some orders, even below 2,000 eventually, but definitely nothing to go all in or anything like that. It's just not my mentality. Let's take a look real quick at the ETH. Ether, we got similar looking chart. We'll just bring this in a little bit on the time frame. That's all time chart, but we'll just take it to this year to get a better look. And there's some thought out there that it's perhaps bottomed here in mid-December. Bounced quite hard all the way up to around 160, and now it's settling in around 115. Do think it can go lower. Whether it retests this or not, who knows? But Ethereum, as long as they get the Constantinople update straightened out next month, I do believe that's definitely one to hold for the long term. Let's get to the most polarizing crypto, and that would be Ripple. News out today that some firm did a valuation calculation and they say it's only worth half of what it is. Who knows? You have bulls and bears equally passionate. I do think with their involvement with a lot of banks, that these guys could definitely hang around for long term. It's not a huge position for me, but I definitely like to have at least some stake in it going forward. Just running through the portfolio here. Let's do some stellar Lumens. These guys have some serious potential with central banks. Right now, testing those lows from mid-December, not really testing them yet, getting close. I do think that this can actually break lower than these lows here, and I got some bids lower. This one haven't heard much from lately, and it's just been kind of fading a little bit more than some of the others. So just patience for this one, but it is for me a bigger position than XRP. Let's see what else we have. Over here we have MakerDAO. This could be a revolutionary play in terms of banking. Right now there's so many steps that need to be taken to secure your own type of loan, and some people just find it too much to be a pain in the butt to even do. But I think as the industry changes, becomes more mainstream, I think more and more people will be open to using this, and adoption could very well pick up. If it hangs in here along with Ethereum, I think this could be huge in say 5 to 10 years. I don't think the last drawdown in crypto has occurred though, so I think there's at least one, if not two more serious drawdowns in the crypto space, and survivors will be determined only when that happens. A couple others on my list here, just wanted to touch on before we sign off. And that is Storj. They're into the cloud here. Looks like, so around 14 cents or so. I was lucky enough to get in around 12 and a half a week or two ago. It's nothing that bet the farm on or anything like that, but some of these alts, I think this one's way down, like 140th in market cap or something like that. So curious to see how it holds up over the coming months, and if it's around in a couple of years and it does become a survivor. I think there's plenty of upside to be had if they make the right moves in their space. More and more competition is coming into all these different areas of crypto, so just trying to spread out your bets, place the ones on what you think will survive. Last coin we'll cover here is Nano, which has been acting really well of late. Let's see. Oh, back above $1. Wow. All right. This morning it was around 95 cents or so. So I was lucky enough to get in this around 90 or so. Was this the bottom back at around 76 in December? And did it make another attempt at it here? And now will it make another push to try to get above, 125 or so? Not sure, but it's again one of those that have accumulated a little bit, and I do think there's some potential for this long term. And again, that's the goal of what we're doing here. Try to get us a very solid basket of crypto assets. Hopefully, the majority of will be around in 3, 5, 10 years and beyond. So that's it. Just want to do a quick introductory video. Introduce myself. We'll clean things up here around the channel, for sure, and make it all nice and pretty. But I'm going to be out next week, so I at least wanted to get this one on the board, and we'll head out from there and look forward to discussing all this with you. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day.